Welcome back, friends, or if you're new, welcome to Chewy Budgets. My name is Misty and I am here on a journey to pay off debt. I have $40,000 and we're getting there, friends. We are getting there. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go through my budget book and we're going to check in on the first week of September. And if you watched my last two videos where one I'm going to be putting out very late, but I went over the budget of what I was doing for September 1st, and then I went over the cash stuffing, and I stuffed a lot for that weekend, for the weekend of the 1st, due to it was my birthday celebration. We had a friend up from another state, and we were just here to have a good time, and I wanted to make sure I had the funds for it. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll take my wallet aside because we'll go through this. It's not going to be super accurate because we are doing this a little bit late, but we'll get there. Alright, so let's make sure you can see this. I am going to zoom you in just a little bit so nobody has to strain their eyes, and hopefully I'll remember to keep you in frame. So the very first day of September, my friend surprised me with a trip to a rage room, and it was a blast. I absolutely loved it. I would suggest anybody, if you can save up money for it, don't put it on debit or credit. But if you can save up for it, go do it with a group of friends. It was fun. I had a blast just kind of letting my Harley Quinn out and destroying things, or a lot of glass, with a baseball bat. I even had a friend throw one. I was able to shatter glass in the air with hitting it with a baseball bat. My friends also had a really great time. They enjoyed the tossing, just throwing the bottles at the wall and having it shatter. Yeah, no, it was one of the best times for a while that we had, and highly suggest that. And axe throwing is also fun. We did that last year and it was amazing. I love it. I want to go back. But before we went to do the rage room on Friday, we went to sushi. My friend bought my meal because it was a celebration for my birthday, and her and we buy each other's meals for our birthdays. Then afterwards we did the rage room. Put that one off to the side for one quick moment. And since it was later in the day, then we came back, and on the way back we went to a Heaven Sent chicken place, and this meal I spent $17 on. The food was alright. Was not really too happy with this place. I ordered something, they didn't give me what I ordered, and I don't like confrontation, so I just let it go and moved on with my life. Just won't go back to that particular one again. But that's just what happens, life. Another thing that came out on the 1st is I had a AC unit I talked about in my earlier videos where it died on me, and I didn't know if I wanted to take the money out of my emergency fund that I just started building seriously that moment, and I didn't. But I finally found where I can dispose of my AC unit, which I did, I think, Thursday. Yeah, I did it Thursday. But since I did it, I paid by credit card, or not credit, debit card. It came out on Friday, and I spent $38.47 on the AC recycle. Apparently, the person I talked to on the phone told me it was $35. I mean, that's with tax, but then when I got there, they were like, oh no, it's $50 plus tax. And it's like, oh, okay, well, this is just what I was told. And the guy was very kind enough to give me the $35, and I told him next time I'll remember the 50, and he goes, no, he goes, be quiet, remember the 35, so next time you get 35 again. So he was really sweet. But I did have to pay for that, and so I'm thankfully so happy it's out of my house. It was taking up room in my very tiny kitchen, so yay for that. And then that is it for the first. For the second, I spent, this is the big spend day. There's gonna be, I think, not that many, yeah, no, there's multiple here, and then it'll carry over onto the other week because I pay some in cash, I pay the other part in debit card because you had to. So I planned a trip with my friends. I didn't want to tell them where we were going or do anything, so I planned for us to go down to Seattle, to go to a coffee shop, to walk around for a bit, then we would have ramen, and we would get some, we went to an Asian bakery, and then we would go and get some truffles. So I planned all that, and so we left in the morning, and we went down, and we had coffee, and it wasn't where I wanted us to go, but the line was really super long. I realized after we were down there that, we really should have went a lot earlier, but you know, 8:30 was hard to wake up anyways, or be ready by then anyways, so I was like, we still had a lot of fun this day. But we did take coffee, and I did pay $6 for my coffee, and then I ended up getting my water bottle for free by accident because I thought she saw it. I thought it was part of my charge, and then I realized when we left, no it wasn't. So I got a water for free with the purchase of my coffee by accident. Other than that, so after the coffee, we walked around and we saw this this place that had these really beautiful sculptures in the windows, and it was absolutely beautiful, but we were avoiding it. But my friend, you could just see the light in her eyes. She was so happy about it. Like, I'm more reserved. I keep that on the inside, but you know, she's able to express herself, you know, the way I cannot. And one of the ladies saw and invited us in. So we got to go in and walk around. It was almost like an art gallery kind of like, where these beautiful sculptures are there for you to look at. You're allowed to look. But then there's also price tags on them. So if you wanted to purchase, you could purchase. And it's like, I'll share a few videos here. Well, I'll share some videos as I'm talking. No. I'll share some videos here, pictures here. Oh my god, I'm messing this up. I will be sharing pictures throughout this whole entire time I'm talking. And you'll just understand how gorgeous these are. So, I convinced myself to purchase something from this place. No, it was no statue that was over $4,000 or $9,000. Although I really wanted to walk home with those, but no. I think once I have almost all of my debt paid off, I have a house, I have it furnished, I think buying one of those statement pieces is a way to truly signify physically that you did it, girl. You did it. You made it. You're here. And you've completed the majority of your journey. And the reason why I say most of my debt, and I'll get to that till later. But I did spend $104.74. And what I bought, and I'm hoping these will come up, let me see, is this little earring set here. According to the sales lady, they purchased this earring set from an indigenous artist. They didn't have their name for me, which I'm so sad about because I would like to give credit to who created these, because these are gorgeous. And once they all come with me, to just show you how gorgeous they are. I do like the two tones. I like where one is darker with light on the inside, the other one's lighter with the dark inside. But if you get really close, let me see if I can get, you can just see all these little tiny details and everything, and it's absolutely stunning, and I love it. This is more me. It's subtle, it's, you know, but apparently it was carved out of ancient mammoth bone, tusk bone, one of those two. But oh, it is an art gallery. But it is, you know, I did grab a card so you guys could see. But yeah, it's this place right here. It was definitely absolutely beautiful. I did talk to the curator, maybe is her name, but the sculptor Eddie Lee did not make those earrings. He doesn't make any of the jewelry. They have a lot of beautiful jewelry, but no, he just does the big sculptures. They purchase, I think, their jewelry from other artists and sell them there. But yes, I did spend $104 for that pair of earrings. And that was going to be my one really purchase for myself. I paid and bought for myself. I wiped out my personal money. I wiped out, I think, partial of my fun money, like just so I can purchase that set of earrings. But yes, after that, we went and had ramen. And you'll see there's gonna be like 2 ramen inquiries. I made a promise to the friend that came up that since he bought me, he actually Grubhub delivered a croffle to me months ago, and I told him I would pay him back when he came up here by paying for some of his ramen. So that's what I did. I gave the cash to my friend who actually purchased his meal, and I gave her $15. After that, we were walking back to our parking spot, which we had it parked at the Whole Foods lot. It was just easier to park there and just walk down the little area to where the ramen place is. We passed by Barnes and Nobles and they had a sale, and it was 50% off hardbacks. So I haven't been in a Barnes and Noble store for several years. And I asked them if they wanted to go, and we all were like really wanting to go. My friend and I, we were like, we wanted to go because we drove together, and then the other 2, they're like, oh hey, can we stop by here? And we're like, well, we all wanted to stop by there, so we just stopped by there. We perused and looked, and then we found they did have a sale going on, buy one and get 50% off on select books. And so I purchased more than I should. At Barnes & Nobles, I spent over $134.36. If you remember one of my videos, I had money that I put in my wallet for a buffer. Yeah, that came out of that money. It never even made it back into my bank account before I snagged it. But I did purchase, well, let me zoom you back out. I purchased, this was like the part of the buy one get one free. So was this one right here. This one is so, the back of the book is so hilarious. It's Assistant Wanted. It's for a what is it? For a high-ranking villain, and he wants an assistant. And just reading this, it was cracking me up. I love the back of this. I think it's called Synopsis. So I purchased this. These 2 were the buy one get one 50% off. I bought 3 big things of manga, which was like 20 bucks each. And then I did also purchase this one. I do play D&D, and I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, which I've been playing pretty much every night. Really into it. And this one is, I guess my friend, I could be wrong, and she'll let me know if I'm wrong, but I think she saw this on TikTok, and it became on her books to read. But this is the back of it. Yeah. Viv is, I think, an orc. Yeah, she's a battle-weary orc who decides she wants to set up a coffee shop in a place that they don't even know what coffee is. So it sounds like a little cute little read. I started to read this, but apparently the friend that came up, he wants to read it, and my friend wants to read it, and we all read it at the same time. So as soon as I told her I started, she asked me to stop, so I did. Because I did purchase this cute little, this little guy as well at the shop. You know, I just can't adult today. I feel that most days. And then this one here, us three, my two friends that live up here, we all three purchased this. And then the friend that was from Oklahoma, he stated he was going to purchase this, and so we had to wait until we all are ready to read this. So this one's also on hold. This one, on the other hand, I just started today. And after I read, sorry, probably didn't hear that. After I read the first 22 pages, I was like, what other books do you have? And I realized that this author here wrote a series I read a while back. And it's called The Billionaire Boys Club. Because I remember reading Stranded with a Billionaire. And I'm like, oh my god, this is that author. And then also she wrote The Last Hit, which was another favorite book. And I didn't even realize this was her. So this is going to be my book I'm going to try to read before I go to bed to kind of help with the blue light. But I also got this one. And it kind of works perfectly because I'm trying to read this before I go to bed. So yeah, I'm on page 22 and it's hilarious. She turns out to show up for a interview and it's for to be a familiar to a witch. So I'll let you guys know when I'm done with this and if I, you know, how I feel about it. But so far, I'm loving it. Now that's me done gushing over what I bought that day that, you know, really shouldn't have, but I did. Moving on, I will zoom you back in. Too far? Okay, there you go. Hopefully that works out. Let me just get that out. There you go. Now you're more in the... I think one more. Yeah. One more for this day. So after Barnes & Nobles, which we stayed there for a while, we left. We hit the old Whole Foods for a really quick moment, and then we went and I had them follow me to the 85 Degree Bakery, and I purchased $34.23 worth of baked goods. I got this. I've been craving really like mangoes. I've been really wanting mangoes, and they have this mango panna cotta, and however you pronounce it, it was delicious. You truly got the mango flavor that I wanted and craved. After there, we went and visited another place, but I had to use my debit card, and so it doesn't show up until a little bit later. So let's go here. Okay, so you can see that clearly. And then on the 3rd, since I did go down to Seattle, parking is, I decided to just go ahead and park in a garage. So after being there for, I think, a little bit, like right over 2 hours, I had to spend $13 for parking. It wasn't something I budgeted, but I did give myself extra money in gas, so that kind of just went to pay for the parking. And then the Whole Foods came out. I literally just bought like 2 Olipop drinks. I love the grape flavor, but I've been trying to find other flavors that I would like other than the tropical punch. Tropical punch, I can tolerate, not my fave. But I did find one I liked, which was the cherry cola, but unfortunately I can't get that anywhere up here. So that one just has to be a treat if I ever end up at Whole Foods again. But I did spend $4.73 because it's always buy 2 for $4. So yeah, I did do that. And then that is it for Sunday. The actual day Sunday, I stayed home and just relaxed because my batteries were drained. They were absolutely drained. On the 4th, a couple more purchases came off finally hit my debit, which still came from the 2nd. Ramen, between the appetizer, the drink, the ramen with the little extras, and the tip, it did come out to be about $42. I think I rounded up, so on the tip, so it just comes out as an even dollar. So, but it was so delicious, worth it. Just a once in a great while treat. Then Sweet Moon, it's a bakery that does croffles, which if you don't know what a croffle is, it's absolutely delicious. What they do is they take croissant dough and they stick it in a waffle maker and they press down the waffle maker, and so they make a waffle out of croissant dough and they call it croffle. And I had a Nutella with bananas and like a really thick whipped cream kind of thing. It was delicious. But that did cost me $8.78 because the croffles are $8, I think. And that is it for Monday. For Tuesday, my rent came out. Since it was a holiday weekend, I took until Tuesday. And my rent was $1,345.75. I realize it's really hard to see how to, when I write with the Sharpie little fine tips, so eventually I did swap to another pen. And then I did go grocery shopping after work on this day. And I spent quite a bit, but I had a good amount to spend. And I just kind of got extras and everything, just convenient food. I'm trying to learn to eat what I purchase, so I'm purchasing more convenient food, less cooking, but something I know that I can and easily make at home. And I spent $122.03. After that, Trustmark came out, which is it's a third-party thing for health, something to do with my state. I didn't want to do the state one, so I do a third-party one, which costs me double the amount. No, I think it costs actually relatively the same, because the state one would have been about $15, I think, per paycheck, and this one's still a little bit more, but not too much. But at least this one, if I leave the state, I still have it, and if I come back to the state, I still have it. And I'm young enough that that's a good thing. Then, gotta make sure I'm looking at all my other things. On the 7th, so also on the Wednesday, I had my examination for my initial, or my consultation for my dental surgery that I was supposed to do. A couple things came up. Apparently there's 3 areas that we have to do, like some bone grinding, grafting, whatever that needs to be done, has to be done. And that due to my hygienist canceling my cleaning in May, which caused me to go over 6 months, I was not approved for surgery. So I have to wait until I do 2 cleanings now within 3 to 6 months of each other before I can even get approval for the surgery. So the surgery will happen in March, April, because I was able to get a cleaning in the very next day, and I've already scheduled my next cleaning in January, so we're good there. But I did sit there and I talked, and I went over what the bill would be, how much would it possibly cost, and friends, I am so happy. It's not as bad as I thought I would fear to be. I really feared like they were gonna have to do a lot of bone graft or whatever. Just the way they made it sound like when I went to the last dentist, it was scary. But it's not as bad as it's gonna be, and the cost is like $1,000 to $1,100 per quadrant that they had to work on, and my insurance normally covers between $50 to $80 because I have pretty decent insurance through my company. So I sat there with the receptionist, and we sat there and we just kind of went over how much it possibly would take, and then we erred on the side of caution, so we kind of even bumped it up a little bit more. So we assumed that each quadrant is going to cost $600, and then from there I decided we're going to do my whole left side at one time next year. So that's going to cost me about $1,200, $1,250 my pocket, because then my insurance will have resetted, and then we'll do the last one the year after for my insurance to reset again. But I did, because of this, it's not going to cost me probably about $1,800 for all 3 surgeries, or all 3, yeah, let's just go with surgeries. They're very minor. It's very, like, surgery is such a scary word. It is a very minor surgery. Like I said, I was terrified. Why it took me so long before I went and saw a consultation, because that's how terrified I was, because of the word, what they were saying, and then the jaw surgery and all that, like, just absolutely terrified. So turns out it's gonna probably be about $1,800, maybe $1,900, and I do have to get a crown, which that's like $500 some. So out of the inheritance that, if you've been with me this whole time, you know I put off to the side to wait until my exam came up, so that we would know how much it would cost before I would do anything with the money. And so I decided to put back $2,500 for my dental surgeries, and that's me overestimating. We overestimated with a $600 per, and then that's $1,800 plus $500, that's $2,300. So we just bumped it up even a couple more to just $2,500. I put that off to the side in a little bucket, that's a little envelope that's inside of my money market with my bank. So that left me with $6,500 left over. And I don't know about you guys, have you guys ever seen him? I've been watching a lot of Caleb Hammer. I got my friend into watching him. Some of the stuff that he says is, it just really resonates. And I sat there and I thought about it. That $6,500 would pay off one student loan and half of another student loan, like 2/3 of another student loan, of my 2 highest loans. But there's a thing that Caleb does, and it's every time he helps build a budget for the people that come on to do their financial audit, he always has, like, the first thing they do is not even try to pay off debt, it's to get a 1-month emergency fund in case something happens. God forbid something happens and you need to be able for your bills for a month. So I took that to heart, and out of the $6,500, I'm like, you know what? $4,000 of that I'm setting off to the side. That is setting off to the side, and that's going to be my 1-month emergency fund. So I hit it because of the way I'm doing this now. So that left me with $2,500. With that $2,500, I know this is me rambling, but there's a point to this. There is a point to this. With that $2,500, I was able to, on Wednesday, but it didn't post until Thursday, knock out my highest interest rate student loan. I paid over $2,274.28. I have checked my Nelnet. It is zeroed out. It is gone. I would never have to see Nelnet AA. Apparently, Alcohol Anonymous with my Nelnet, I guess. Never have to see it. It's gone. I don't have that anymore. And that's amazing. I'm so grateful for that. So that kind of kicked my butt in gear, and what I budgeted, like this here, this part right here is going to change significantly. And because I am ready to stop waffling and hit my debt hard. I have budgeted out the very next 2 years technically, until the end of December 2025. I purchased a monthly spreadsheet from Selena Trevino, and I used it, and I just kind of predicted there is definitely things that can change. I might not get the raise that I just but my pay by $50 per paycheck in April, because that's when if we get a raise, that's when we get a raise. But I might not get the raise. Rent might be a lot more crazy than I thought it was. Knock on wood, something might be happening, you know. But I did budget for the next 2 years, about 2 years and a quarter. And if I stick to the budget I made, which is going to be very, very restrictive, so I'm sorry, these videos are not going to be a lot of fun, or they're not going to be, you know, there's not going to be that many sinking funds. There's going to be like really, the sinking funds that I will hit is Christmas, birthdays, and car insurance, and yearly subscriptions. And I think that's it. There might be 1 or 2 more in there. Until I'm done with my plan, and that is to have my 3-year $20,000 loan that I'm contracted for 3 years with my friend paid off in literally 2 years. Along with it, before that, my second Nelnet loan, which will be Nelnet AB, I think is on the list, have that paid off. And then, so by the end of December 2025, I want to have my next highest interest rate student loan taken care of, wiped out, my computer wiped out, my $20K personal loan that my friend loaned me money wiped out in 2 years, and not the 3 that was originally scheduled. And then by the end of that 3rd year, to have $20,000 for a house payment, or for a house down deposit, because I'm 35 now, and I am ashamed that I let myself take this long to get my head out of my butt. And you know, you can't cuss on YouTube, and I don't know how to insert sounds to bleep, right? But to get my head out of the sand, it took me this long. So I want to make this go by as soon as possible, as fast as possible, without having to get another job, because I have depression and I have a very bad back from a car accident, and it's hard going to work at my normal 9 to 5. So just adding extra stress on top of that, it would make me feel this more than it would help me pay it off. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of restrictions, but I hope, you know, you guys stick it with me and just watch eventually the debt fly away. I still am going on my vacation next year. It was already been planned before this ever happened. So, and I can't, I've talked to a couple friends, and I might do this. I might like make desserts or some baked goods for Christmas instead of trying to go out and purchase gifts for everybody, because I'm a person who, I cannot receive gifts without giving gifts, because I feel like, I feel guilt. I feel that guilt. And I know a lot of my friends and family, they either A, would totally understand, or even tell me don't bother getting them a gift, that, you know, it's alright, but there's still that guilt. So it kills me inside, because that is my love language, is giving. It's, you know, so I still want to save up for Christmas. I still want to save up for birthdays. I might be lowering a lot of purchases, but I pay, you know, a lot of price, like we don't call it dollar amount that I normally set aside per person. I might be lowering that down. I might be into, you know, putting like little baked goods here and there to help offset, you know, the money, but still be personalized to them, because it's either something they really want, they never get, something along those lines. I haven't reached there yet. Also looking for deals. Black Friday, I want the money before Black Friday, so I can hit Black Friday and hopefully get, you know, quite good gifts, you know. So that was me on a ramble. on a tangent, but this year, keep my butt in gear, so I'll be, since my emergency fund is funded for 1 month, I'll stop saving any money towards it. And now, instead of breaking it up into like Christmas and vacation, I'm hitting Christmas first, wiping Christmas out. Then I'm hitting vacation hard, wiping vacation out. Interpers, I'll throw in my car insurance. I'll wipe my car insurance out within like a month or a month and a half, and then go back into saving for vacation. And then next year I plan on moving out. It just depends on the price range. I still want to have the money for the moving out fund. So after vacation, then I'm saving up for moving out, and then after I save up for the moving out is when I finally start hitting debt hard. And I know this is kind of backwards after just saying this kicked my butt in gear, but once again, I'm also have to deal with my mental health of not being able to give, and you know, also going on that vacation that I already stated I'm going on, and I've been really looking forward to it. It's gonna be kind of like my one last hurrah, because in the next 2 years afterwards, no vacations. Nothing that I am putting money towards. I've already told a friend of mine, you know, he likes to go to a lake, and he told me, like, you know, they're gonna get a cabin so I could work at the cabin during the day. And I told him no, because I wouldn't be able to put any money towards it. And he's like, no, you're going. And it was like, him and I kind of talked to him a little bit more. I'm like, no, I can't. I appreciate that you're willing to pay for it, but it really truly destroys me if I cannot contribute. And because for the next 2 years, I'm going to be really strict, most likely I will not be able to contribute. So that doesn't mean that I am not going to have fun. I will be budgeting fun money. My eating out money, you know, all this, and, you know, there's another one that's coming out. And then there's some that came out, you know, the week after, because right now we're sitting on Tuesday, and I've already eaten out a couple of these days, I think. It has to, my next paycheck on the 15th is where I start this. And so my eating out fund, wiped. If I want to eat out, it has to come from my groceries, and I have to hit my groceries first. So if anything's left over, I can get that too as a fast food, or do Thai, or if I have enough groceries in my house that I can survive a week without going to the grocery store, maybe I'll take the money and go get Thai food, because Thai food is expensive, but I get it for more than one day. But it has to come out of my grocery fund. I still give myself gas, I will give myself fun, I will still do the 20 per paycheck, but with the fun money is whatever, if I don't use it that 2 weeks, I put it into the sinking fund. And if I save up my fun money, then if our friends are going out and having fun, or we go out and want to have a dinner out to eat, I will withdraw it from that fun money. If I want merch, band merch, gotta come out of that fun money. I cannot just pay for it willy-nilly. It has to come out of that fun money. So, and then I still give myself household fund, because you still gotta purchase things for the house. And with inflation going, the grocery budget would not be able to afford stuff in the house, and me still be able to afford food for the week. So there's my spiel. There's that. That's my new plan, and I hope you guys stick with me with it and keep me accountable. This is why I made this channel in the first place, is a homage to my dog, so that I can start truly grieving, and then to keep me accountable by making these videos and force myself to do these videos even if I don't have the energy. And that's why sometimes these videos takes a long time to come out. For me, it feels like a long time if it takes more than a few days than I plan. Still don't have a good set plan either, because my videos, like a payday, I do budget, cash stuffing, check-in. Afterwards, I do a check-in, and then a cash stuffing, budget, check-in, you know. So I don't really have a set schedule for these. It's just I know the videos I'm going to do. So I did go to the firehouse on Thursday. I just spent $15 for a sub. I enjoyed that sub. But this I'm super proud of. So that is it for the stickers. I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure I wiped them all out. Yep. Nothing here, nothing here. These are by Sweet Bunny Blessings. I got her from Etsy. Well, these are. I don't do this like in right now because my channel hasn't been created not too long ago, so I'm not verified, so I can't actually put links in there. If I do, you have to copy and paste it into a web page. But I will try to remember to put this stuff in the description. These budget little Bill do paid stickers. They're from Planner Envy. These, you know, I absolutely love the colors and they fit just fine in my planner. Unfortunately, I was not able to use my no spins, which I got from Tiny Kate Plans on Etsy. All three of these things I got from Etsy, but maybe next week. Well, the week now that we're in, but maybe this week. I'm really hoping for it. So let's go ahead and go through and see how much. Oh, no, that's not too many. I am lucky that this month is a, what do you call it, a magic month, a go-to month. So I do have 2 more paychecks. So lucky me, because I do have my car insurance coming out. And not as bad as I predicted it to be, but still, for 6 months, it's still a decent price. So for the budgeted, and this is for week 1, I did spend $290, and 57 cents. Now I did budget, what was it? How much did I budget? Yeah, that's the big paycheck one. Oh, one more. I did budget $230 for groceries, eating out $150, personal $80. So I just budget about $580 for the 2 weeks. So that's still a lot though. Out of that $580, that is still a lot. Eating out, did come out to be $139.01. That's the ramen, me paying for a friend's part of his ramen, the sweets, you know. I think, no, I didn't put whole food in here, but that's for all that, which I planned. I was gonna, you know, eat out a lot that weekend, like, and I budgeted $150, so I was under what I budgeted. So awesome on that. Definitely was over on the budget. Like I said, it worked out what I planned on being my buffer. And that was gone. And groceries, I spent $126.76. Maybe I should have swapped those two. Nah, because I already went grocery shopping for this week, and so I spent almost that amount of money. So there's that with this. And my wallet is not going to truly be the true representation of what I had left over for after the spending, because like I said, we're already into Monday, and so I did go to the grocery store. I did purchase more. I want to zoom you back out. I already went to the grocery store. I did do it on debit, so I didn't have to take it out here. Yeah, so but I did take money out of here. I'm trying to think, where did I put my binders? Because I do have money that I need to grab from there. Fun. Love it when you rearrange things and you cleaned everything back up. Oh, there they are. All right. So we got the long term, we got the short term or revolving. And then all that. So let's go ahead and hit the long term, just because I kind of want to represent what's actually in my savings right now. So my debt, I had quite a few money here, and now I have no money in the savings because the $200 I had left over after paying off my Nelnet. You'll see in the next check-in what happened to it. So we're gonna put money aside for emergency and for the health. So we have 5, you can see this, okay, 5, 1, 15, 2, 25, 3, there, really? Wait, okay. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, okay, yeah, 3,000, 4,000. That should be 4,000. So let's just double check. Or no, it shouldn't be 4,000. I need 3,500. 5,1, 5,2, 5,3, 3,500, because in my emergency money, I should have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. The $2 is not actually in there. Okay. So with this combined, in my emergency, I should have 4,000 now. So 501, 502, 503, 3,500, 36, 37, 38, 39, $4,000. So in my emergency, it is sitting in a high yield. It's not the SoFi. I actually looked up SoFi, and it turns out if you use SoFi and keep putting direct money, keep using and doing direct deposit, you can get the 4.5. But if you don't, it doesn't sound like you would get the 4.5. And I'm not using SoFi as my main bank, so this is just gonna say my money market. It's at, I think, 2.5 or 2%. So it's not gonna make as much money, but I'm just gonna sit there and collect money. Home still is not gonna have anything in it. Moving out, nothing. 1 month ahead, it has nothing. And vacation still has the 200, I think. So I do need to take out 5, 1, 5, 2, 2,500. And for that, I'm gonna put in, this is why I need to redo my envelopes, but I'm gonna have to use my fund money, and I'm gonna have to save up my fund money for that. So for right now, my home fund is not gonna be touched until 2 years from now. So I'll just go ahead and put my health and home, and that's just where it's gonna sit. I do wish this kind of would be like, so I sit flat. Oh, hey, cool. I kind of sit flat more. So 2,500 is in there. We'll just pretend this says health, like health. And that, and then I still have 200 in my vacation. We will hit that after we fill up my Christmas. So that's it for the long term. This rest of this money was spent. So 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, 15, 1,600, and there is more. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this off to the side. And then, oh, apparently that was sitting there. That was actually sitting there for no reason. Actually, no, we'll put that to the side first. Now we'll go through here. And I need to take out, oh, I know why I opened this. I need Costco. Yep, there it is. This is where I put my money for this week. So, now that can go to the side. So I did save $50, $70, $95 from the paycheck. This is to refund, this was to refill my, some of my envelopes for this week. But like I said, I did a lot of things on debit, so they'll probably go back to bank. But let's go through groceries. I had $1 left. This was truly true. I did have $1 left. This is why I did debit for my groceries. So we'll put that to the side. And then, nope, I won't even refill it. Eating out. We're gonna go ahead and take this out. That's not gonna stay in there. I'll leave that open because I don't want to keep opening and closing it. Eating out, I did had another 20 in here, but Sunday we ordered food and my friend paid for it, so I gave him $15 out of here. So I did have like over 50 some dollars left, but now I have 20, 21, 22, $23 left out of eating out. Gas, I did take out some money. I only have $40 left. I did take out money for the parking, and I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure I put 90 in here, so I think the other part was for probably the earrings. I don't know. I don't think so, but oh no, I went and got gas. That was what it was. I went and got gas, but that was like the week before, so yeah. Anyways, have $40 left, which is good. Fun money, I still had money left. I had $20 left. I had another 5 in here, but that was one of the 5s I stole. So we're gonna put that over there, and fun money will actually be staying. Like I said, I'm still gonna give myself a little bit of fun money like I've been doing, 20 bucks per paycheck. Personal, I used all it up on that Saturday for buying the earrings. So that's out. Household, I used that up. That's staying. Miscellaneous, I've stopped planning for that, so that's out. And then bank I'll still keep in here because I need to put money back in the bank. So I do need to take, I don't think I have $5. You know what? I do have $1 in my BTS, which I'm just gonna take out. I'm just gonna take money out of BTS. Throw that in there. Cart money still has $10, which is fine. But that's online anyways. So I'm just gonna take the money out of BTS because what it is I used last week's money to pay for my food, but my food was only 15, so I'm gonna throw that 20 on top because I need to go back to the bank. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will go back there. Okay, so this is what is left over from that week. There's still a little bit off due to probably a couple purchases. I don't know. I don't remember. But this is closer to what I had left over, which is 20, 40, 61, 62, and $63. So this is what's going to happen for the rest of this year for all my rollover money. I will not be rolling over to next week. I will not be doing any of that. I'm just going to put this on the side. It's going to go in that binder. Now, what I have left over is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I have 50, 75, 6, 7, 8, 9, $80. So back to the groceries. I was gonna put $70 in groceries. I lied. $75 in groceries. I'm gonna take the ones. And Sunday, yeah, I've already spent this, but you know what? As a representation, we're gonna go ahead and put this in here. Wow, I made that more of a pain than it should be. Okay, there we go. like I said, today I am all over the place. It's also 11 o'clock at night, so gas is not getting anything. This $5, actually, you know what, I'll put this $5 into groceries as well, because that is where my eating out will come from now on. So now grocery has $80. That is it for my wallet. Now this $63. What we're gonna be doing with leftover rollover money, because I haven't done I haven't started the $1 challenge, the $5 challenge, so we're not gonna worry about those this year. I might do the $1 challenge next year, not the $5. Not with how restrictive I'm being. So it's not gonna go in there, not going to go there. It's going to go into, no. It is going to go into my me folder. I've never really got to use this, but so it's going to go into the me envelope. And this is where I'm just going to put all my fun money. Unless I have something very specific coming up, and then I might delegate the fun money to like a friend's night out, say like next year. Oh, that's hustled. Friend's night out. So say like next year, we go to another escape room, which I know we're planning on doing. That costs us about a little bit over $40, about 43 something, so about $45 for my fun money. If I don't spend my fun money, I would throw in here for that, and then for the eating out. But then whatever rollover or fun money I don't use, I don't have anything planned, I'm going to just throw into my me folder, or why do I keep saying folder? Envelope, because then if something comes up that I want, like I said, merch, or if it's another book, because I found out that Go Hex Yourself, there's another book behind next to it, so I kind of, you know, might be wanting to get that. So if I wanted that, it has to come out here, or it comes out of the fun money I budget. And whatever rollover is going to go in here unless there's something that's coming up, and I just know I need to save it for that. So that is it, friends. I know this was a lot of talking, a lot of craziness. I am very sorry. Please give me a little bit of grace. It is late at night and I'm very tired. I still have to do my voiceover for my cash stuffing that was supposed to be posted like a week ago. So I won't be doing that today. I might have to do it tomorrow when I have some downtime, like lunch. But anyways, I'm just talking now. Anyways, friends, thank you for being here and for watching these videos. I do really appreciate it. I do smile every time I see a like or a comment. And I'm always just shocked when somebody else subscribes. Very blessed. But I do feel very blessed when, you know, with you guys being here and with new subscribers. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you guys get plenty of sleep, because I know I'm not going to, but this is my fault. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.